Hello, welcome back to another stream. Look at me, I'm looking fresh. I'm a Jedi now. Yeah, I bought this specifically for today. Just gotta tighten the. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the belt. Uh huh. Too bad I don't have a lightsaber. My bad on my part. But yeah, um, look at that. Got some nice pants too. Got a nice belt. Trust me, it looks better in person. But this is all I could get from Amazon quickly. I bought this on May 1st. I got it yesterday. But yeah, look at this. It's amazing quality, honestly. The only problem I have with it is just that keeps going down. I was thinking about like getting a little like hair thing right there so I could look like Anakin. Whatever. I gotta promote the stream real quick. Today we're gonna be doing reacts, and then we'll go into Battlefront. It's all ripped. That's why I hate the Velcro. Velcro did that. I'm not going underneath because I don't want to ruin my fit. Actually, I think we're gonna play Battlefront, and then we're gonna go into reacts. And yes, it's very bright. Here, we're gonna turn it off right now. All right, lower you. Oh, I feel like that's too low. I gotta stretch down this part a little bit. That's not good. It's cheap, but it will do. Wait, voila. Okay, it's actually been a while since I've. It's been a while since I've been on my PC fully, but whoa. Okay. Um, Oh, it's so hard to breathe in this too, because this this thing right here, the belt, is really tight. Like, you have to have it really tight or it'll just fall down. So I'm just having it really tight. And I can deal with that. So, I don't care. Oh, wait. Battle. Oh, I still do have it. Sweet. Phoenix is gonna play with us, but he's not gonna be on the mic, so he's just gonna be playing with us, just like normally. But otherwise, oh, dude, if I breathe too much, it like stretches out. Okay. Yeah. We'll we'll do reacts first. How about that? Okay. Um. Ooh. Ooh. I love how I put this on the. Okay, one more. Maybe two. We'll probably do one at the end of the stream, but one. There you go. All right. Last videos are gonna be something sad, and yeah. Okay. The unexpected fall off of FGTV. I forgot I had my audio to my TV. That's loud. No, you guys can't hear it. Hold on. Boom. Okay. There we go. All right. Play that from the start.
Hello, you guys are home. Hello. FGTV is a fairly popular family gaming YouTube channel that has been around for almost 12 years. Or FGT.
I remember when I first watched FGTV, and I was like, I think I would say, I think I was like, maybe, I would say the youngest I was when I watched this, or watched FGTV, was like 2, at least. But at most, I remember was like when I was 5.
TV Duddy, man.
And for the people that just joined the stream, hey there. Let me show you the fit real quick. Look at that. I'm a whole ass Jedi, bro. Was that the nostalgia critic? Yeah.
and I really wish I could refer to him as something else, has played a variety of video games with his family over the years, like Roblox, every horror slop game, and actually mainly just Roblox. But the channel mostly consisted of random games, and it was all, of course, heavily catered towards children. I mean, look at some of these thumbnails. I especially hate the AI ones. Anyway, despite being their most popular channel,
I can agree on that. I hate when he started doing the AI. I was still watching him just to like check in, like on how FGTV themselves are doing. They're doing AI thumbnails, which really pissed me off. I don't like the AI thumbnails, but I watched one of the AI thumbnail videos.
FGTV
Not the
wasn't their
same.
first. In fact, FGTV DUBBY would
I remember that video.
create a variety of channels that would each fall under a different category, like gaming, of course, vlogs, toy reviews, and of course an entire channel dedicated to Skylanders. And in this video we're going to do a deep dive into each of these channels just to see what the hell was going on. And none of these deserve to be talked about more than the one I used to watch the most growing up.
The portals are under the complete.
Why the fuck did they post this? Skylander Boy and Girl. Words cannot express how much I loved this channel growing up. But first, a little context. Back in 2013 for Christmas, I got Skylanders Swap Force and Giants for the Xbox 360, and I played the shit out of them. From there on, I was a die-hard Skylanders fan. I played all the games and spent countless amounts of money on the figures. Now, Skylanders was a game series released all the way back in 2011. It was part of a new genre called Toys to Life, where to use certain characters in the game, you'd have to actually go out and buy the overpriced figure. Well, obviously,
I love that, dude. Like, I loved it with the Lego Dimensions. Dude, I loved doing that. But they were like $15 each,
But the
dude.
price of the figures, that was for my parents to figure out. My ass didn't care as long as I got Magna Charge, the GOAT. They basically pioneered this genre for years, and it seemed like everyone was trying to copy them and get a piece of that pie. Nintendo, Lego, and even Disney. But Skylanders was always the best, and when it came to Skylanders content, the Skylander Boy and Girl were on top. But before I started watching them, there was another channel that basically led me to them, and that was EvanTube HD. This channel was also fire back in the day. I watched the shit out of his Lego videos, and yep, I was just like everyone else. I was jealous as fuck watching him build that racist Rancor pit. I never really watched his Skylanders stuff, but one day I was recommended Skylander Boy and Girl since they made very similar content, and yeah, then I started watching them. Anyway, Swap Force was when Skylanders was at its peak in my opinion. There's an argument to be made for Trap Team, but personally Swap Force is just my personal favorite. It's the one I played the most and I have the most nostalgia for, but I'll admit, Trap Team definitely has the best gimmick. That shit was badass being able to play as the villains. I wasn't really tuned into Skylanders before Swap Force. I'd never played Spyro's Adventure. Like I said, I got Giants along with Swap Force, so it was old news by that point, but Giants is still awesome. But anyway, I was a die-hard Skylanders fan, is just what I'm trying to tell you. Also, Tech Element for life. Trigger Happy, Bouncer, Magna Charge, Jawbreaker. Most goated element of all time, don't at me. We all wanted to crack gear shift. And Skylander Boy and Girl checked every box when I was a kid. They were funny, entertaining, and I was also jealous of them. Like, that Skylander room was fucking amazing. Also, the family dynamic was also fun to watch. You could always tell just how much Duddy loves his kids, and you know, that's pretty cool. Low-key, not relatable. Just kidding, I fucking love my dad. But even though these channels were centered around his family, he carried the shit out of all of them. FGTV, Funnel Vision, Skylander, Boy and Girl. Unlike EvanTube where you watch the videos for him, you watch FGTV for the dad. I'm not even saying that as a complaint. He was hella entertaining and knew what he was doing. It's just funny to think about. Anyway, a part of why I watched them so much was due to the many great series.
These clips are just fucking shooting me, dude. Oh, God.
They had on their channel. One of my personal favorites were the epic unboxings where Duddy would buy one of the latest Skylanders and surprise the kids. And then would of course unbox the Skylanders in some unique and interesting way, like using a bear trap for Trap Shadow, or just shooting them with a fucking compound bow. You're watching the epic unboxing. Low-key, I wanted to find a video of a Skylander in a hydraulic press, but I couldn't find one. Untapped market, someone get onto that. Anyway, with Skylanders being a video game, they of course played the game, but low-key, I never really watched their gameplays as much. I had already owned and played the game myself, so I would much rather watch their other content, like their best series, Skylander Hunting, in which they vlog themselves going around from store to store trying to find the newest Skylander.
Dude, it's crazy how we went from these type of things to like Pokemon Go.
Skylanders used to...
Because what? Pokemon Go release date 2016. Yeah,
Be released
all this to Pokemon Go.
in waves, which sucked for me considering all the cool ones would always be released last.
And the thing that sucked about, I like Pokemon Go and all, but what sucked about it was that it was digital. Digital. And yes, you had to pay for the stuff, and for Pokemon Go it was free.
I swear. And by
still.
that point, Christmas had come and gone, but I guess they wouldn't complain because it meant consistent uploads for
I loved the FGTV Christmas videos. I loved when Buddy the Elf would come, and they
them.
do like special things with him.
Oh man, that theme song brings back so many good memories.
I completely passed it. You found it. Dude, you're my little eyes. For some reason, I was like looking like the torch.
I love the one video of when they were this age and they all did that smoothie challenge when like way back then. I'm pretty sure that's where the meme of Mike saying I need a napkin is. I'm pretty sure.
You got it, dude. That's it, man. We finished wave 2. Say hooray!
I remember going out Skylander hunting one time for the release of Jade Firecracken. We hit up Walmart and that shit was not there. I was so disappointed, but for some reason we went down some.
Alright, one flaw of this outfit, this Jedi outfit, the belt doesn't unbelt. I mean, yeah, it on straps and stuff around me, but the belt itself, this doesn't. Kind of makes me sad.
Random toy aisle, and out of the corner of my eye, I spotted it on the shelf and got it. Dumbass Walmart employees putting that shit in the wrong fucking place. Skylanders had a whole fucking aisle to themselves. Why was Jade Firecracking next to the WWE toys? Don't they have any respect? I still got that motherfucker. Anyway, another series they did were the Skylanders shorts, which, as the name suggested, were just short skit videos. Yeah, they were fine. The real shit we need to talk
I remember that video of them going to the store and getting the fruit snacks of My Little Pony.
about were the
Fuck, dude.
songs. Now, for some reason, Skylander Dad
I know I'm not even that old, but that makes me feel old.
always went absolutely hard on the songs. Not just in Skylander Boy
Oh yeah, dude, Granny's house. Fucking amazing, dude.
and Girl, but FGT
Actually, this weekend, we had my buddies and I had a sleepover, and we went under this staircase that my buddy had, and it was this little room, and it was like Harry Potter, and we had the speaker, and it was like this big speaker, and we would blast Granny's house.
TV2. I'm pretty sure
Fucking peak.
he has always just had a passion
Dude, I love the whole thing about his backstory. About how he like grew up in the Bronx and he's a fucking badass guy. Like now, I love the backstory of Duddy.
and love for music, even having his own solo channel dedicated to it. He's even released videos of him rapping
Yeah, like this guy was fucking Eminem.
at like a super young age. From
Actually, now I think about it, he was like an NF. If you don't know who NF is, it's this guy that raps about mental health and many things, rap about God and all that stuff. But like that makes me think
rapping about God and Jesus to Hello Neighbor and Roblox.
Hello,
That's true.
neighbor.
It's a game called Hello Neighbor.
But yeah,
Ah,
yeah, the songs were fucking bangers.
dude, my whole TikTok for you page sucked at that time when everyone started bringing that back. Why? Because we're playing Bendy. Why? And it would just go on for 5 minutes.
even find myself randomly
Five, why? Because we're playing Bendies is enough.
remembering one and pulling it up. They were that good. We swap in, no stopping, interlocking bottoms with tops in. We create in new combinations, 250 plus ways to make it. Oh my god, his writing is fire. These songs were fucking peak. Other than these main series, they'd always do one-off videos wherever Skylanders were involved. Anyway, I would continue watching them for as long as I played Skylanders, but just like the games themselves, I stopped caring the more they went on. Trap Team was, in my opinion, the last really good Skylanders game and gimmick. Superchargers was lame, and Imaginators was kinda cool, I guess, but it was just too late at that point. I was growing up in the Toys to Life genre that Skylanders had pioneered all the
I was like really little in that time. but I do remember Lego Dimensions.
those years ago was dying. Disney Infinity discontinued. Lego
I remember Disney and Infinity. I really do remember that. Dude, this really made me sad. Like, I actually started crying when I found out that Lego Dimensions was not a thing anymore.
Dimensions was shut down. The only ones still left are Amiibos, I guess.
Amiibos. This middle one right here, she's fucking baddie.
But that's mainly because Nintendo really never committed to them that much. Because when they did, it failed horribly. And with the release of Imaginators, that was like the final nail in the Toys to Life genre. The brief 5 years of popularity the fad had was over. But low-key, not investing in Imaginators was the biggest mistake of my life. If only I could have known. What the fuck? After that, they stopped releasing anything.
So, am I the only one that heard fucking, what was it? What is the Dark Side of the Moon fucking song with that? Money. That's what it was. I just heard the intro to Money. My father's having me get a package. Hold on, guys. I'm back. Okay.
Skylanders related, and of course, that would mean an end to the Skylander boy and girl, for they had no more content to make videos on. Except Skylanders YouTube's babies, they're back! Anyway, I'll always remember the Skylander boy and girl fondly for all the hours of entertainment they gave me as a kid. But this wouldn't be the end for them, as like I said, they had a variety of channels. But still, the loss of the Skylander boy and girl for them probably sucked. Actually, never mind, it was probably a blessing in disguise. I couldn't imagine how much work that dad had to do operating 4 channels by himself, making, editing, and uploading a bunch of videos every week. Shit, I can barely release a video every month.
That's so fucking true. I can't even release a video. I have to do VODs just to keep up with my fucking channel and all that. I really need to grow on here too, because like no one ever comes to my streams.
I couldn't imagine doing all
It sucks, but it's whatever.
of this on top of, you know, actually having to raise and care about your family. Anyway, moving on. The last thing left to talk about would be these 2 videos, but they sort of fit in with a different topic that I'm
That was 5 months ago.
going to discuss later, so stick around for that.
That's your mom, dude. Put it down.
Okay, the next channel of theirs that I want to talk about is Funnel Vision, or as it's known now, the FV family. Funnel Vision was actually their first channel, as you can see by these really old videos from 7 years ago. What? Okay, so apparently due to YouTube cracking down on kids content or something back in 2018, they deleted the original Funnel Vision channel and had to re-upload them all to this new channel. So that's something, I guess.
That's
Like how the
fucking-
removal of all these videos and re-uploading them literally didn't affect them at all. In fact, it probably made them even more money in the long run. Look at these views, bro. I'm in the wrong market. Maybe family vlogging is where it's at, but nah, that would require me to go outside and like talk to a girl, or as the kids call them, upping that Diddy Ford, and I have to like
Diddy Ford.
care for my family or something. Not enough time to make videos on like Tobuscus or something. Actually, wait, caring about
I remember a lot about Annoying Orange. You could ask Phoenix right now, and he would say, "Yeah, I watch." Crimson watched the shit out of Annoying Orange.
The
I
family's
remember this guy. I remember him.
optional. I forgot about that part. Anyway, these channels have a weird history of being removed, privated, or just straight up deleted. Anyway, Funnel Vision was purely a family vlog channel. Typical stuff, just like documenting the day-to-day, but with that typical FGTV style of video and thumbnail. And unlike other family vlog channels, they were actually entertaining and the parents cared about their kids. But I guess there is an argument to be made that putting your children on the internet like this at all is damaging. I'm pretty sure Duddy himself talks about this in a future video.
It can be. It just really depends.
Explaining. Oh my god.
Because being like that famous, you're known at school all the time because like you grew up with like imagine actually Chase is around my age. Chase goes to school and he gets known for being FGTV's son. And so I mean unless you like attention and all, like still there.
I'm pretty sure Duddy himself talks about this in a video explaining why all the Skylander boy and girl videos were unlisted.
I never wanted to put pressure on my children to create videos. So I so many videos when they're just me. It's because, all right, my kids come home from school. They don't want to just like jump in and do a video. Or we just want to have like a chill, normal weekend. We don't want to have to record.
He goes into way more detail about this in the video, so I highly recommend you go.
People hate on him because he's going into something he believes, and like he started going on this whole rant about God and Jesus and all of this stuff, which is fine. I don't care. I'm really proud of him because he's gone through a lot, and dude, it's been such a journey for him. So for him to find something that really comforts him like that, oh my god. Look at what the guy put. Are you fucking
Watch it.
But like yeah, it's just people hate on him because he has different beliefs. And it fucking pisses me off because like, dude, you're hating on someone because they have a different belief. That's like saying I like milk chocolate, but you like or white chocolate and you don't like milk chocolate. So you start hating on me for that. It's chocolate, for fuck's sake. It's not hurting you. It's not doing shit to you. So, like, why do it, and what is the point? Exactly my point.
But yeah, the video sums up my thoughts pretty well. The FV family always felt real, and I never got the sense that any of it was forced or damaging like with some of these other family channels. But I'd be lying if I said they didn't mess up a couple times. The worst thing to come out of this channel would be the 2017 solar eclipse video, and yeah, there is no defending this. I don't know why he thought it was a good idea to pretend his kid was
Okay. I like this video. This video is funny.
blind.
Not
Like in the
because at the end of the video, it was all a joke. It was fine.
Skylander vid I just said you guys should watch, he literally talks about how he doesn't like to give his kids a script, and I guess videos like this is probably the reason why. Not really, I don't know where I'm going with this, but still, it's pretty fucked up. And you know it's bad when they had
It's not fucked up. It's just, dude, he made a video about the solar eclipse and his son is now blind. And you can also see skit.
to censor the thumbnails. They were that bad. And excusing them as a skit later didn't really make it any better. That shit was not there at the time. But looking back at it, the video is so undeniably fake, it's kind of funny. I remember countless videos of little kids crying because they genuinely thought Mike was permanently blind. It was fucked up. But in saying that, this is...
It's not that bad, bro. Oh. Chill. Your cortisol is up.
funny.
Oh, what the hell?
But other than that one
What?
video, nothing too bad.
Guys,
Anyway, there
I think there's someone hanging there.
was probably a point in time.
Dude, I remember coming across that video. Bruh. That was...
where I watched this channel more than the Skylander boy and girl.
It
I
was
already liked the family.
Okay, it wasn't hilarious, but it was kind of fucked up. It was fucked up, but it was funny because Logan Paul is was just randomly out of the blue. Cause I think there's someone in there.
watching them, so
It's funny now, but at the time it wasn't really.
it was fun to see them do literally anything other than Skylanders for once. I remember really enjoying their vacation vlogs because they went to places I will probably never go in my life, so that's cool, I guess. Except this one time back in 2016,
Bahamas.
my family and I actually went on a cruise to the Bahamas. But
Oh, look at little Sean.
before you think I'm some spoiled pompous ass, ooh, a cruise, wow. It was Carnival. Anyway, I remember we went to where that Atlantis water park is, but we didn't actually go there. I remember around the time they released their vlog about being at that very exact Atlantis theme park, and I genuinely thought for years that I had missed a chance to meet the Skylander boy and girl. Only to realize like years later that they were 100% not there at the same time I was. Those videos are probably shot months in advance at least. Also on that cruise, I spent over $250 on a shitty Minecraft claw machine.
Yikes.
For these 4 plushies.
God. I remember having this. I had this one.
I don't even have anymore.
I remember that.
So yeah, my ass got beat. So who needs that stupid Atlantis theme park anyway? We got that shit in the States. Called Atlanta. Atlanta is Atlantis. Anyway,
The fuck was that?
their profile pic
Okay.
always creeped me the fuck out. I don't know if he made it himself or anything about it. Like, why is it here? It has nothing to do with the channel or anything. The creepy laugh in the intro did not help. It's just, ugh.
Okay, now when you put it like that, yeah.
Alright, no more tiptoeing around.
It was never scary. It was just something they added to it.
Looking at their other channels, let's talk about the main channel they are probably known for the most. Do Much Fun. Now, Do Much Fun was
Oh, dude, I remember that.
their channel dedicated to toy reviews for toddlers, basically a Ryan's toy.
By the way, Ryan is still doing videos. The kid's like 16 now.
Review ripoff. Anyway, it's nothing special. Obviously, I didn't watch it. It was 2017. I was too old and
Oh, dude, I love the gummy versus real.
sophisticated watching SML. The only notable thing
SML. Oh, that's another nostalgic one. I remember so much about SML when I was younger.
about this channel was the intro, which lingered in my friend group as an inside joke for years, so it's very grating to me by this point. Also, it really sets up the channel with the random copyrighted characters there for no reason with the limited animation that they later had to remove. Just like your typical toy
Why is that a big deal?
channel shit at the time. Yeah, there's nothing much for me on this channel, but it can be unintentionally funny sometimes.
Welcome to Too Much Fun.
Anyway, this channel is dead because the kids aren't toddlers anymore. Moving on. I never really liked it that much. It's
What?
earlier, FGTV is their channel dedicated to gaming. It's easily their most popular channel and what they're known for the most, but low-key, I never really liked it that much. It's fine, I guess. It was just
Now that's where you're wrong. You're not a real fan if you fucking just you like everything else. I mean, yeah, this is classic and all, Funnel Vision and all that stuff, and then Do Much Fun. But then you're gonna go to FGTV, their like mostly main channel, and say it's fine, I guess. You can have opinions, but that's gonna fuck if you're
very similar
if you're like a diehard fan.
to other channels I was watching at the time. Their old videos really remind me a lot of Zach Scott, except it's a dad playing with his kids and not a grown man making 2000 Plants vs. Zombies videos and thirsting over Elephant Daisy.
Holy shit. Yes.
I I don't blame him, hot damn. Anyway, despite the channel being alright in its early years, I still didn't watch it that much. Maybe the occasional video. Like that Minecraft SpongeBob world is pretty nostalgic for me. But the reason I didn't watch this one as much as the other two channels is because of the oversaturation of the genre. There were already so many other gaming channels I was watching at the time, and a lot of them were way more mature, like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. Watching FGTV just felt like a step back for me. It was just kind of weird. But anyway, with this channel,
I keep watching that, I'm just gonna get pissed.
okay, anyway, as much as I wish I could end the video here, I gotta talk about the semi-recent controversies Duddy was in around last year. Now, the main one that many people had a problem with was him going back and deleting clips and videos that he no longer supported due to his religion. And while I disagree with him going back and removing stuff like this, at the end of
I did not care because I've watched those videos hundreds and hundreds of times.
the day, it's his channel. He can do whatever he wants with it and with his religious beliefs. But even other Christians were talking about how most of it seemed like an overreaction.
It's fine. It's his channel. But it's kind of removing the meaning of it. But
And eventually he even seemed to come around and agree that he took things too far. A lot of people believe that he had developed some sort of religious extremism and that's why he's been acting like this, with another example being that he doesn't celebrate Halloween anymore and now celebrates Hallows Eve, which is apparently
yeah.
the original Christian version.
Okay, if you're going that far, then it's kind of...
Which I also agree
It's a bit much.
is a little overboard, but like I watched the vlog, it's just Halloween with a different name except they go to church probably. I do see a common misconception going around about how these newfound religious beliefs came out of nowhere. Content wise, yeah, this is his first time he's been so public about it, but as you saw by those old rapping videos, he's always been a Christian. Anyway, he eventually released an apology to his fans about removing clips. I don't know if he actually removed any videos though, I've only seen evidence about that one clip being removed, but he stated that he took things too far and promises to not do it again, so that's good. Over the past year, he has been opening himself up a lot and reflecting on a lot of things, the good and the bad. Some of the most recent videos on the Skylander Boy and Girl are long videos where he just gets real and talks with the audience. One of them is about this one video back in 2017 where he made angry statements about Activision that he's now apologizing for. And the other one is that long explanation about why the Skylander Boy and Girl videos were gone for so long, and about how being on social media has impacted his family, which we discussed earlier. The most recent video on the FV family is a long documentary type video about all the struggles and insecurities Duddy has had throughout his life, mainly stemming from his rare ear deformity that he's now sharing for the first time. The video is very emotional and personal, and I can't really do it justice trying to explain it. If you actually care and want to know more, then I highly recommend you check it out yourself. Anyway, where the bad comes in would be in him sharing his political beliefs. Now look, I don't like getting into politics, and even now I'm not really going to get into it. I just firmly believe that if you have a large audience of children,
FGTV commented on this. Thanks for your mostly respectful opinion about me and my family. Glad you like our raps. I will say this, I have been slowly trying to leave social media since 2021. I will talk about this story soon on FV Family. Oh, he just gave us a teaser. That's cool. So while others say I fell off, I'd say I fell out of love with social media. But hey, whatever you say doesn't bother me. My life is good. We are happy. That's what matters to me. I don't care about false opinions in life. I put my focus on what matters. My family and kids matter way more to me than success. Not 95 out of 5 type more. I don't know what that means, but I always knew that when we are done with social media, I want my children to have good stories to tell, so I shot for that. Now, as far as talking religion to children, as a Christian, we are supposed to share with everyone because we believe Jesus is the only way to heaven, and every other religion is false. I believe in the words of Jesus Christ, and he asks us to preach to everyone and respectfully leave those alone that don't want to hear it, the good thing about the internet is people can leave it or unfollow if they like. I'm not forcing anyone to stay. I do believe that one day I will meet Jesus. Oh, dude. And I will be glad to know that he knows I have done what he had commanded while he was on earth. All I want to do is honor God with my life, and I know that doesn't make sense to a lot of people, including people who say they are Christian but are not. Jesus says a lot of people will show up in heaven one day and say they knew him, and he will essentially say, you cannot enter heaven because I don't know you at all, because you never obeyed my commandments, and your hearts were far away from me. Most of the people will say that they are Christians, will spend their eternity forever separated from God and not be allowed in heaven. Jesus said this himself, so I never cared. I never care what pretend Christians say, and I will never care about what non-Christians say. And my choices to share the gospel at the end of the day, I am an imperfect human seeking to honor God and love his wife and children to the best of my ability, showing love to everyone, including haters. I don't mind helping or entertaining those who are respectful. Much love to you, man. May God bless you. That's wholesome. I like that. All right. Next video. Where did the
SCP Foundation
Where did the SCP images come from?
is one of the biggest horror writing projects on the internet. Containing over 8,000 entries, it's built around the idea of a secret organization whose job is to secure, contain, and protect the world from strange monsters and other entities that pose a threat to society. And to make these stories feel more real, a lot of them include photos, creepy images supposedly showing the anomaly in question. But something I've always wondered is, where did these photos actually come from? Because a lot of them clearly weren't made for the SCP originally. Well, as I've learned, some are real sculptures, some are edited stock photos, and some have origins that are still unknown to this day. Greetings all, I'm Shutter, and today I'll be tracking down the real origins of some of the most famous SCP images. If you guys end up enjoying this video, please don't forget to like or subscribe, or even join our new Discord server in the description below. But without further ado, let's just get right into the video itself. SCP-173. SCP-173 is unquestionably the most famous and recognizable SCP of all time. Yet despite this peanut being so infamous...
So when, if y'all were there, we played the SCP game, and we called him the Bart Peanut.
A lot of people don't...
Because he literally has a fucking skid mark.
This was the first SCP ever written, and inspired the very creation of the SCP Foundation itself. You see, in the summer of...
I like the tall white guy. Ooh, 96, he's talking about
2007, an anonymous user on 4chan posted a short piece of writing on the site's paranormal board. The post was only a few paragraphs long, and was written like a scientific document. It described...
I don't care. We already know all this. For those that don't know, this fucker teleports when you look away. There you go.
187.
What is this one?
One of the more disturbing images tied to the SCP universe belongs to SCP-1875, showing a dark image of two disturbingly edited girls that supposedly gives paranoia and excruciating headaches to anyone who views it long enough. But to understand why that picture exists in the first place, you have to look at the entity that produced it. The SCP article describes SCP-1875 as a mechanical chess automaton built sometime in the late 1800s. The machine itself is a wooden cabinet containing a chessboard, an internal steam engine, and mounted above it, a full antique samurai armor posed calmly, waiting for its opponent to make the next move. The entire concept of this entity is inspired from a real machine built in the 1700s called the Turk. The device was constructed in 1770 by Hungarian inventor Wolfgang von Kempelen, and at the time, it looked like something impossible. A mechanical figure that sat behind a chessboard and played full games against human opponents, beating nobles, scholars, and some of the most famous people in Europe. Spectators at this time were convinced they were witnessing the first intelligent machine centuries before
Okay.
SCP-096. SCP-096 is
Yeah.
another infamous SCP
This is my favorite one.
entity described as a tall, extremely thin humanoid with elongated limbs and a face it constantly tries to hide. In its normal state, it does nothing. It sits, stands, or leans against the wall while covering its face with its hands. But when anyone sees its face, even if just a fraction of it in a photo, it will hunt them down with an innate sense of their location while making this high-pitched scream.
I didn't know that. So if I were to go on Mount Everest and then I saw that fucker all the way down the mountain, that fucker would hunt me.
Screaming noise,
Great.
almost like it's in pain or despair. The logs claim that in this state, distance nor obstacle matters for this entity, crossing through oceans and deserts and tanking anti-tank rounds just to kill anyone who sees his face. In one of these incidents, a semi-pro mountaineer saw only 4 pixels of the entity in a photo he took months, maybe even years ago. It was only until he really looked at the picture one day and noticed an off-color patch of snow that sealed his fate. The 4 fucking pixels photos, as it's been called, like many SCP photos, has been changed from its original due to copyright concerns. The original blurrier photos still exist, and its origins are somewhat of a mystery. Through an archival website, we can confirm the original photo was used in the site posted by the author Dr. Dan in 2010, but no further detail of its origin is mentioned. Though the man behind the image is shrouded in mystery, the exact location of where it was taken has miraculously been found by Reddit users. The photo was taken in an Indian mountain range, specifically referred to as the 0 point, though there is no
So we're in Fortnite.
exact lineup on Google Earth. This picture shown here was supposedly taken mere feet from the original incident. SCP-682. SCP-682, also known as the hard-to-destroy reptile, is described as a massive, decaying, vaguely reptilian organism with a constantly deteriorating body that somehow never actually dies. What makes it worse is that 682 is fully intelligent. It can speak and reason, but instead of cooperating with the Foundation, it responds with pure, consistent hatred towards all life.
Damn.
Unlike most SCPs, which are contained and studied, SCP-682's only focus by the Foundation is to be exterminated. They tried almost everything imaginable too, submerging it in acid, subjected it to extreme physical trauma, and even exposed it to other anomalies specifically capable of erasing or destroying targets at a fundamental level,
What the fuck?
all to no avail. Even worse,
That's crazy. Alright.
SCP-106. SCP-106, often called the Old Man, is one of the most feared anomalies in the SCP universe.
I don't remember
Appearing
why.
as an elderly humanoid figure with a rotting blackened body, it moves slowly at first glance, but in reality is extremely dangerous and unpredictable, capable of passing through solid matter and disappearing into what is described as a pocket dimension, or a corrosive-like space referred to in its files as the 106 pocket. What makes SCP-106 particularly horrifying is its behavior. It stalks its victims patiently, sometimes for days, before dragging them into his own pocket dimension, where it tortures them in ways that appear to extend beyond normal physics. When released or returned, victims are often physically altered, psychologically shattered, or in many cases, completely destroyed. The entity's coercive touch is highly destructive, leaving metal, concrete, and organic matter decayed where it passes. To contain such a creature, the Foundation isn't worried about locking him up physically, it's about predicting his behavior. Because the entity can pass through solid matter, the chamber doesn't rely on the walls alone, instead using a series of baits and trap systems, usually involving live or simulated human targets, to lure it into specific areas where it can be restrained. Onto the origins of the
Interesting.
entity's photos, the image I've been showing you of this creature actually wasn't the original one. The current file on the SCP Wiki was uploaded in January 2019 and is credited to
Is this a genuine, like, website?
a digital artist named Mr. Clay. The depiction is based off this original photo, showing
That's
a grotesque
creepy. That's low-key creepy, bro.
humanoid
If I saw that in real life, I'd shit myself.
figure emerging from a wall, appearing in a distorted way, and it became iconic with the community. But its true origin is unknown. Even the original author of SCP-106, Dr. Gear, who is actually responsible for SCP-682 and many other infamous SCPs,
682.
reportedly said he didn't know where it came from, only that he found it on an old internet board like 4chan. While there's many theories
Bro, there's a guy named Steven Gears. Is he the one that killed him? Or you just killed 3,000 people with that thumbnail? That? Okay. We're going on to sad ones. Alright, be prepared.
Every time you talk to someone, you spend the rest of the day thinking about it. They give you a short answer, and you think they hate you. They don't text back fast enough, and you start freaking out. You are looking for reasons to think people don't like you. The last 4 years of my life, I've apologized for, I think, everything. Like, just saying sorry constantly. Someone would bump into me when they could have just gone around me while I was standing still, and I'd say sorry. I would have my own opinions and strong beliefs about something, and I'd backtrack like, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I would text someone, and if they didn't respond in like, I don't know, an hour, I'd convince myself they hated me. And the craziest part is I didn't realize I was doing it or it was even a problem to begin with. I just thought that's how everyone was. Like, everyone worries what people think. Everyone replays conversations in their head at 2 a.m. But then I remember this one time. I was probably 16 or 17, and I posted something on Instagram, and I had a couple followers.
That was maybe intentional. We hope not.
From the school. A lot of people from a new school that I moved to. In about a day, no one liked that photo.
I'm sorry, but what is this mod pack? This mod pack's fucking amazing.
And it was so embarrassing, and I just felt like, wow, I thought I knew these people. I took that to heart. I thought maybe, you know, these people really don't care about me. They must hate me. Maybe I said something to a couple people.
Okay. I want to play Battlefront for a good hour, so we're gonna watch this one.
Most people will waste their teenage years, not because they're stupid, not because they're lazy, but because nobody ever told them how valuable this time actually is. Right now, you probably feel young, you feel like you have time, you feel like your real life hasn't started yet, but the
I don't feel that.
uncomfortable truth is that this is your real life. These years matter more than most people realize, and the scary part
That's why I'm doing motivational quotes every day on my TikTok. Because I just feel bad that people really waste it, and they don't realize it.
by the time people figure that out, it's already too late. Let me explain something. When people talk about wasting their teenage years, they usually think it means you need to become some productivity robot. Wake up at 5 a.m., study 14 hours a day, start 3 businesses, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is direction, because right now most teenagers live completely without direction. Wake up, scroll, school, scroll again, play video games, watch some YouTube, and then repeat that cycle for years.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it's been. So, and it sucks.
And suddenly you wake up at 23 wondering where all that time went. Here's the reality.
Wake up at 23.
Most people won't tell you. Your teenage years are the easiest time in your entire life to improve yourself. Think about it. You probably don't have rent, you probably don't have kids, and you probably don't have serious responsibilities, which means you have something most adults would kill to have: time. And time, when you're young, is the most powerful.
That's why I tell people that you don't you have time, but you don't have much time because you waste it all. People use their time willy-nilly, and they don't use it for what they're wanting themselves to be. And they're like, oh yeah, once I'm 18, I'll be doing all this. I'll be doing all that. And like me, I want to be in a good physique. I want to be like Joe Bart. But I can't be in Joe Bart's physique without using my time as a teenager, because a teenager has a better metabolism and has better building on the body than adults would.
Full advantage you will ever have. But most people trade that time away for dopamine, scrolling, mindless entertainment, hours of content that you won't even remember tomorrow. And I'm not saying entertainment is bad. Everyone relaxes, everybody watches videos, everybody plays games. The problem is when that becomes your entire life. Let me give you an example. If you just spent 1 hour per day learning something valuable, a skill, a language, a sport, or a business, or anything, that's 365 hours per year. Do that for 4 years of your teenage life, that's almost 1,500 hours. You would become better than most people at that skill. Not talented, not gifted, just consistent. And consistency beats talent more often than people think.
It does. That's why it's so hard for people to get in shape. It's just they have trouble being consistent and having that mindset that whenever like you want to go work out or something, and oh, I need to. Oh yeah, consistency. Like with consistency, it, you really have to make yourself go into a habit of like, for me, I walk 5 miles every day, and you have to make that a habit to the point where if you don't do that 5 miles, you feel bad and you feel guilty that you're not doing that. So then you have the more motivation to do it so you can get it done over with and not feel guilty.
But here's the problem. Most teenagers never start. They say things like, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll start next year, I'll focus on it when I'm older. But the truth is, the habits you build now become the person you are later. If you build discipline now, you'll have it later. And if you build laziness...
That's also what it is. It's just discipline. You're using that discipline to make yourself go. So like tonight, I'm gonna have to go because it is the weekday. And on weekdays, I walk 5 miles every day. So then that's what I do.
Now, you'll also have that later. And listen, your teenage years aren't supposed to be perfect. You will make mistakes.
Yeah, people spend so much time trying to make everything so perfect for them. And they don't realize it, but they waste it all. They waste all their time trying to be perfect. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be perfect. Like, I want to be perfect. I want to be in the Joe Bar physique. And that's my perfect. But you really just have to learn how to get there. Not quickly. Not slowly. But at your pace. Because if you don't use your pace and you overforce yourself, then you're just gonna fuck yourself over. You don't want that. You want to be in the shape you want. You want to be a musician. You want to practice all that stuff. You want to, like, that's what I do with streaming, is that I'm not consistent with it and I feel bad about it. So that's the type of feeling you want every time you want to be consistent with something. Is you feel guilty that you don't do it.
Will waste time. You will fail at things. That's normal. But what isn't is that you waste all of it. Because these years are when you build the foundation of everything that comes after. Your mindset, your discipline, your worth ethic, your skills. And the difference between people who succeed later in life and the people who feel lost usually start right here, in these years, in the small choices nobody sees, the extra hours of practice, the extra page read, the extra attempt after failing. And most people watching this will do nothing about it. They'll watch this, they'll think, yeah, that makes sense, and then they'll go right back to the same habits tomorrow. And that's the truth. But if even a small number of people watching this video decide to change something, even something small, then this video did its job. Because your teenage years are not something you get twice. There is no reset button, no second attempt. One day you'll wake up and realize those years are gone. And the question you'll ask yourself is simple. Did I waste them or did I use them? And that choice is being made right now, every single day.
Nah, the music that coming in there, dude, that was actually kind of crazy. The music coming in like that. Oh,
This is Omegle Try Not to Laugh, where the
I'm okay. All right. Battlefront. But yeah, like, that's one thing I've realized is that okay, I'm playing, starting up Battlefront. Sign in. I haven't played in so long that I have to send code. Yes, please. Okay. All right, there we go. Uh, okay. What? I'm so confused. Did I not use? Okay, log out. What the hell? Did I? What? This is hurting my brain, dude. And this is getting tight. That is what she said. Yeah. Hey, I'm getting stream sniped right now. want to play. There's always Battlefront. Teachers want to fuck. How about this, guys? We will play fuck, man. As much as I want to play, god damn it. We'll continue stream later. Fuck. Well, I mean, I got the Jedi outfit on, and I wore it for fucking May the 4th be with you. So I think that would be a good stream, right? My buddy needs me. And not as in like, yeah, fuck, dude. Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably continue later tonight. Or oh, dude. Yeah, we'll continue later tonight. Thank you guys for watching the stream. I'll be back soon. So thank you guys for watching the stream, and we'll be back very soon.